Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Football Manager video with Brighton and Hove Albion. Today is the Season 2 finale and it is all to play for as we take on Everton at Goodison Park and Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. If we want to qualify for Europe, we have to win both games, but sadly for us, it is out of our hands. We're going to need some other teams to do us a favour if we're going to achieve that goal today. So if you're looking forward to today's video and you're still enjoying the series, please do drop a like. It's massively appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Also, hit that notification bell. Every time I upload a video, you will be notified. And there is lots more to come, getting ready for FM22 on this channel. So make sure you are subscribed. Now, of course, we've not had any games off camera. In the last episode, we had the two huge wins against Arsenal and Leeds, both at the Amex Stadium. Our home games are now done this season. Winning those last three home games on the spin against big teams, by the way, has put us in a really, really good position. The league table, as it stands, is looking like this. We sit in 8th place, 2 games to go on 53 points. We are 5 points behind West Ham, 5 points behind Leicester, just 2 points behind Leeds United. I think it's going to be Leeds that we're battling for in 7th position. Arsenal in 9th on 52 points. They've got a game in hand over us as well, as have West Ham. So before we get to the Everton game, their games in hand are going to be coming during the week, so we're going to have to keep an eye on them. Now, I'm still very confused about the European places. If we have a look at the rules for the Premier League season, if you finish in 7th, you qualify for the Europa Conference League playoff. If you finish 6th, you qualify for the Euro group stage. Let me just check this. Oh, this is dependent upon the winner of the Carabao Cup. Now, Arsenal, I don't think we're going to do it. I haven't read these rules hard enough, so it depends on the winner of the Carabao Cup. 6th place depends on the winner of the FA Cup. Now, who's left in the FA Cup? I could be completely barking up the wrong tree here. So, Manchester United will be taking on Swansea in the final. So, if Man United win that game, then am I thinking that it should open up another spot in the Europa League, meaning that potentially 7th place in the league would qualify for European competition. Arsenal have already qualified for the Europa Conference League because they've won the Carabao Cup. It's so confusing. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We've got to think and focus on the games first. So first up, the team to keep an eye on is West Ham. They are playing their game in hand on the Sunday. We need Newcastle to do us a favour. They're sat in 13th place in the Premier League table. Can they help us out? Yes, they can, kind of. They get a draw. So that puts us 6 points behind West Ham. Now, they will need to lose both their games and for us to win both their games. We've got a really good goal difference. We've got a better goal difference than Leeds, Leicester, West Ham, and Chelsea as well, but we can't catch Chelsea. That is physically impossible. So West Ham, Leicester and Leeds, we have got a better goal difference than. If any of these teams lose their last 2 games and we win both of ours, then we would go above them. Well, this is not good news. Now, he's not been in the first team at the moment, but Aaron Connolly's season is done. He sustained a twisted ankle in training. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. So sadly for him, that is his season done. He's had a decent year, 11 goals in 25 starts. Sadly for him, and for me, most of those goals came right at the very beginning of the season. Look at the chances he's had. He's not scored a goal for ages. He's not scored a goal since before Christmas for us. So really, he's not going to be an enormous miss. So next up, it's Tottenham against Arsenal. If Arsenal win, they move on to 55 points on the same games played as us. Tottenham have had another awful season, the 2nd year in a row, but they're going to want the bragging rights in the North London derby. It finishes as a draw. Arsenal do move above us because they've got a better goal difference. So this is going to be a really, really tense last couple of games of the season now. So let's have a quick look at who is playing who. 53 points for us. We've got Everton and Brentford, both away. Arsenal's final 2 games come against Southampton, who are 18th, and Chelsea, who are 4th. I'd like to hope that Chelsea are going to win that game. But Arsenal at home should be strong. They've lost a couple recently in the Premier League. Southampton are fighting for their lives down at the bottom. It could be a win for them. It's going to be difficult. Leeds United, who are they playing? They've got their final 2 games, both at home again. Leicester City in 6th and Southampton in 18th. Southampton are going to have a really, really big shout about who qualifies for Europe. Leicester City, they have got, well, we already know one of the teams that they've got. They're playing Leeds and they're playing West Ham. How is this set up? Honestly, this is going to be an absolute mess. And West Ham, we already know that they have got to play Leicester. I don't know why I've just looked at their tactics. We want to look at their schedule. Their other game is against Liverpool, who are still fighting at the top for the Premier League title. Even the whole league is just absolutely crazy this season. West Ham could even qualify for the Champions League. They're only a point behind Chelsea. There's still 3 teams that could win the Premier League title. Anybody could get relegated. You know, Norwich, Brentford, Southampton, Fulham, Everton are still in the dogfight. So are Blackburn. Bournemouth, technically, but Bournemouth only need a point. So this is going to be an incredible 2 weeks. Right, so we play on the Sunday, so everybody is going to get a bit of a shot at glory before us here. West Ham taking on Liverpool. Need to keep an eye on that. Leeds against Leicester and Arsenal against Southampton. Let's see how the scores come in and how it affects the Premier League table. Right, so West Ham have drawn against Liverpool. So a victory for us puts us on 56 points. West Ham have done enough. They are going to finish above us now. Leeds and Leicester finish 0-0, which is actually the perfect result for us. A win for us puts us above Leeds, and it keeps us behind Leicester. But we need Leicester to lose their last game of the season if we are to win. A big win for Arsenal. They finished 2-0 against Southampton. Southampton are almost looking as though they are down and out. It puts them on 56 points. A victory for us puts us back level, but unless we won by about 8 goals, then we're not going to go above them. So at least we know where we stand. We still have to make sure that we go and win. Right then, so let's get into today's first game against Everton at Goodison Park. We are going to field exactly the same team that beat Leeds United by 4-2 at the end of the last episode. So Ramsdale's going to start in goal. Tsimikas, Dunk, White and Veltman at the back. McAllister, Basuma and Vecino in midfield. Iheanacho, Mopai and Eddie Nketiah up top. In terms of the injury and suspension report, obviously we saw earlier on, Aaron Connolly's season is over. Tariq Lamptey is still suspended for this next match. He could return for the final game of the season. Let's get straight into it. We both need a win. We need a win. Everton need a win to keep them in the Premier League. This is going to be intense. Buckle up, people. I don't quite know how Everton have had such a terrible season because they've got a really, really good side. I mean, just look at them. They've still got Calvert-Lewin. They've got Zaha in there, Richarlison, James Rodriguez, Tom Davis. They've got some quality players in their lineup. So how are they doing so bad? Iheanacho's taken a knock and he wants to come off. That is not the start that we wanted at all. Now, do we keep him on for a bit? That's the question. He's saying he wants to come off there, but he's managed to regain a little bit of fitness. Everton are on the ball, though. Here is Tom Davis. Knocks it back towards Luca Digne. Good interception. Von Bacchino was already on a yellow card. Here's the injured Iheanacho. Skips past 1, skips past 2. Hits it straight at Jordan Pickford. Goes out for a corner, though. Nice, positive early start for us. The injury report is now saying that we can probably nurse Iheanacho through the match. I do want to keep him on. He's on absolute fire at this moment in time. Let's just drop a little encourage on the boys. So a free kick for Everton. This is dangerous territory. James Rodriguez hits the post. Joel Veltman clears the danger away. I think it was actually saved by Aaron Ramsdale. But we head into half-time at 0-0. Just the one chance that we've created. So I'm going to tell the boys, what shall I tell them at half-time? Do you know what? I'm going to tell him that I'm not happy with the performance. We need to try and G them up a little bit, and then we'll tell him that they weren't that bad. There's a lot more to come from them. They can improve. If we only draw this game, it means that we're still in with the tiniest shout of finishing 7th. It's all going to depend on what happens on the final day. If we lose, we're out of it. Here come Everton, though. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Lewis Dunk. Can Mopai get there first? No, he can't. We don't look as though we're on it today against relegation-threatened Everton, but neither do they. I feel like very soon we need to make a change, but we're going to see what happens in this attack first. It looks like we're going to give the ball away. Here's Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton, bursting forward into the penalty area. Good save by Ramsdale. Danger cleared. We can bring the ball back up the field again. I feel like we need to change something because this game is starting to slip away from us. Big ball upfield from Veltman, though. Iheanacho knocks it down. Iheanacho hits the post, but he gets the rebound. He scores his 17th goal of the season. That is exactly why we have kept him on the pitch. Even though he's a little bit injured, this is the reason why he's remained. I mean, Veltman, big ball upfield. Everton don't deal with it. Misses the first chance, knocks in the second. This could be absolutely massive with under half an hour to go. Right, we're going to encourage once again. I don't know what to change. Vecino's looking a little bit tired, but do we take him off? Corner for Everton, ball in. Calvert-Lewin's there. Ben White clears the danger. Neil Mopai will follow it up. Can we get them on the break here? Eddie Nketiah's in. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he's dinked it over him into the corner. Eddie Nketiah gets his 5th goal of the season, his 4th goal for Brighton. This is exactly the reason why we signed him. He's going to be so good next season, you know. He really, really is. What a finish that is. Dinked over Pickford. He's building in confidence. We can make the changes now, I think. So as time is about to come to an end, 4 minutes of stoppage time, we are going to win at Goodison Park, and we are going to take this to the final day. 4 victories in a row. The only thing we can do is the outstretched arms. Tell the boys how pleased we are, and this puts us in a real shout. We're 8th in the table. Arsenal are 7th. We need Arsenal to slip up on the final day, and we need to win against Brentford. Oh my goodness me. We could be on the verge of glory. I cannot believe how close this is. Because Manchester United are in the FA Cup final against Swansea, and I think they're going to win, I feel like 7th is going to be enough. But even if Leicester lose in their final game, Leicester are... Who are Leicester playing? They're playing West Ham. If Leicester lose to West Ham and we beat Brentford, we'll go above Leicester. It's just a mess. We could even finish top 6, depending on the other scores. It's going to be so intense. Look at the bottom of the Premier League. A point separates 4 teams. I mean, even Blackburn... Now, Blackburn can't go down because they won't concede that many goals, but Everton could go down. So could Brentford if we beat them. Fulham, Norwich, Southampton, any of these sides could just disappear out of the Premier League. Look, at the end of the day, we know what we have to do. There's some absolutely huge games everywhere in the Premier League today. Anybody could win the title. Man United, Liverpool, or Man City could win the league. Man United have got Fulham away. They've got the advantage. Liverpool away at Aston Villa. Manchester City at home to Wolves. It's going to be incredible. But the games that we're going to be keeping an eye on are Arsenal versus Chelsea. We need a Chelsea win there. And we're also going to be keeping an eye on Leicester City against West Ham. I mean, not a draw. We don't want a draw. Ideally, we want West Ham to win. So we want West Ham to beat Leicester, and we want Chelsea to beat Arsenal. That is what we've got to keep watch of. So once again, no changes to the team for the 3rd game in a row. We've got to keep it as it is. With the form that we're in, there's no reason for me to change anything. Veltman's going to keep his place in the side, even though Tariq Lamptey is back. Tariq Lamptey will stay on the bench today. So it's Ramsdale, Tsimikas, Dunk, White and Veltman, McAllister, Basuma and Vecino, Iheanacho, Mopai and Eddie Nketiah. Let's get into the final game of the season. Hope that results go our way. That's all I can ask for. But do you know what? The players have really done it for me this season. I'm so happy with how we've performed in this Premier League season. I mean, we could send Brentford down today. They had a really good season last season, but we could send them down if the result goes against them. We could do with an early goal. That would be great. Here's Eddie Nketiah on the attack for us in the 3rd minute. Ball over. Iheanacho, 1-0 up. The assistant's flag stays down. Iheanacho scores his 18th goal of the season. And we are now in pole position for a potential top 6 finish. We still need those results to go our way. But this is the absolute perfect start. That puts us into 7th. We've got to keep an eye on these other games, though. We need Leicester are beating West Ham. That's not good enough. We need West Ham to come back. We need Chelsea to start beating Arsenal. We need to concentrate on this game as well, though. Ball cleared away by Brentford. Comes down towards Bissouma. Does get there first. Here is Ben White. In towards Vecino, who's been brilliant since joining us. Eddie Nketiah's in. Good save by the Southampton goalkeeper. Out for a Brighton corner, but we've made an incredibly good start to this game. So Arsenal are beating Chelsea. I've just spotted at the bottom of my screen. Results not going our way as it stands. Leicester are 2-0 up against West Ham United now. I don't think we're going to make it. Arsenal are 2-0 up against Chelsea. It's all... The results are going to go against us on the final day, aren't they? Oh, no. So I've just told the boys at half-time that I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. We're going to keep an eye on those other scores. We need late Chelsea comebacks. We need late West Ham comebacks to see us through. But as it stands, we sit in 8th position. A point is going to do us out of this whole thing, isn't it? However, we could do it to ourselves. Here come Brentford, trying to stay in the Premier League. Ball across, great block from the defenders. Marino tries to knock it wide. McAllister will get there first, though. Let's just have a look at this league table down at the bottom as well. As it stands, Brentford are still staying up anyway. Fulham must not be winning their game. Arsenal are 3-0 up against Chelsea, so that part is over. I mean, yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Let's just make sure that we do what we need to do. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to keep an eye on the fitness of some of these players. West Ham have just got a goal back, though, against Leicester. There's a ball into the box. Eddie Nketiah can bring this away. Skips past one man. Finds himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Shot gets blocked. Fantastic defending by Brentford there. Corner's going to come in from McAllister. Lewis dunks there just over the top. Could have put us 2-0 ahead. Arsenal are beating Chelsea by 4-1. Let's make a couple of changes ourselves. Do you know what? If West Ham get an equaliser against Leicester, we would leapfrog both of them on goal difference. That's unbelievable. That really is unbelievable. We need a goal. We need West Ham to score a goal. Right, McAllister's going to come off for Curtis Jones. We'll keep Vecino on there. Apparently, Neil Mopai is hampered by injury, so let's bring on Zakiri. The lad is full of confidence. He's had a decent season when he's played for us. So double change, 2 minutes left. Come on, West Ham. We need West Ham to equalise. Please, please equalise. It's not going to happen. Do you know what? We've done our job. We've gone out there and we've done our job, but it's just not happened for us in terms of the final results and the league table. A late sort of comeback by West Ham. If they... Hang on. If Leicester and West Ham had have drawn, Leicester would have gone down to 60 points. West Ham would have gone up to 61. Yeah, it wouldn't have happened anyway. The draw was irrelevant. We needed a West Ham win. Oh, man. Do you know what? I'm so proud of the team, but I'm actually gutted at the same time. I really am. Here is that final Premier League table. Manchester United win yet another title. They must have beat... Who did they beat? They beat Fulham by 5-1. It ended up relegating Fulham in the end. Man City finishing second on 85. How did they get on? Manchester City won 4-0 against Wolves. Liverpool could only draw 1-1 against Aston Villa. Chelsea keep their Champions League place despite losing 4-0 against Arsenal. Leicester qualify for the Europa League. Is there still going to be something in this? I feel as though I want to cycle forward to the FA Cup final just to finally release what happens, because at the moment, Man United are the champions. So the top 4 qualify for the Champions League. There's 2 spots in the Europa League and 1 for the Conference League. I don't know if Man United winning the FA Cup is going to create some kind of extra spot. I don't know. So Man United play Swansea in the FA Cup final on Saturday, the 21st of May. So we're going to keep a close tab on that to see what happens. We will do, in the next episode, we'll do the season review. Now, Manchester United are out of the Champions League. Now, Man City play PSG in the Champions League final. Does that open up a spot? I feel like if Man United win the FA Cup and Man City win the Champions League, then it may do something for us. I just don't know. I can't work it out. Right, so we're going to do the season review in the next episode. I've skipped through quite a lot of things. Club vision and expectations meeting for next season. Again, they want us to finish mid-table in the Premier League. Right, let's just accept this. I haven't seen the budget setting for next season either. So that could play a huge part. Right, so we have got the initial budgets email. That has come through. And we've got £49 million to spend. The wage budget is pretty much the same. It's gone up a little bit. We've got about 2 or 3 million more than what we did last season. So that's okay. We can definitely work with that. Now, we have requested to improve the training facilities as well because they were downgraded. It's going to cost 2.45 million, but it's not going to take much longer to do. We'll start in July. It'll finish by September. Right, so the FA Cup final, Manchester United against Swansea. Now, Premier League-wise, this is still not clear. So let's see what happens in terms of this result. Manchester United win by 3-0. That is exactly what we would have expected. Now, what does that do? Does it open up the place for West Ham? I would imagine that it does. Yes, they qualify for the Europa League. I don't think that Man City winning the Champions League... What my thinking is if Man City win the Champions League, does that mean that there's an extra Champions League spot and things move downwards? Because then, in theory, Leicester would be in the Champions League, West Ham and Arsenal would go into the Europa League, and we'd go into the Europa Conference League. That's my thinking around it at this moment in time. So the Champions League final is on Saturday the 28th of May. So let's do it. Let's forward on to the 28th of May, see what happens, and see if Man City win and if it does anything for us. Right, so we've made it to the 28th of May. The question is, have Manchester City won the Champions League? The quickest way we're going to get to it. Now, it didn't flag up because we weren't in that competition, so it's got absolutely no relevance to us whatsoever. Oh my God, they won. They won on penalties. Does this do anything for us? I need to advance a day. Does this do anything for us? Please do something for us. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything for us. My thinking was that if Man City won the Champions League, it was going to open up an extra European spot, and it didn't. Oh, absolutely gutted. I'm devastated. We were so close. I can't believe it. I want to advance 2 more days or something because I don't want to believe that it's not done anything. I really don't. I think, we're just going to have to accept it. We're going to have to admit defeat. Right, I've admitted it. I've admitted defeat. Oh, we won our last 5 games of the season, man. Like, silly things. This game, which game was it? The game against Leicester. This has actually cost us, hasn't it? The 91st minute goal that Mark Albrighton scored for Leicester has cost us. So, I mean, some of the other defeats as well. We've had an incredible season. We really have. There is the final Premier League table. Southampton, Norwich and Fulham all relegated. we miss out on qualifying for Europe by a point. Next season, boys, is going to be our year. But guys, I think today's video is going to be quite long. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new. We'll do a season review in the next episode, and then we'll get on to season 3. I'll see you all very soon.